Okay, I need to replace the strap on an old Thule rack. It's kind of old and broken. So these racks come with an end cap. There's a little screw, so I unscrewed it, pulled it off. This is a little plastic clip to hold the lock strap. But even after that, I cannot slide off the cradle strap assembly because of this rivet on the bottom. The cradle strap assembly is very snugly fit, so it won't come off. So I'm going to replace the strap by stretching it out over the whole assembly. So I'm gonna try to document it. Maybe it'll help somebody else. Okay, it's a little tricky with one hand, but basically there's a big loop. So I just have to slide it around this plastic nub, and it's pretty pliable. So I only have one hand to hold the camera, so I'm gonna stop and take it off. Okay, so I got that done. So now the strap, the broken strap, is no longer fitted around that bottom little nub. So it's just kind of dangling loose, separate from the cradle strap assembly. So now with this big loop, I'm gonna stretch it out over the whole cradle strap assembly. And that will allow me to take it off, and then I'll reverse it to get the new one on. So this is the broken one. All right, it's a little tricky. It's gonna work, but you have to do it little bit by little bit. So I've got a bunch of pliers that I'm using to kind of force the strap around. It's like a big rubber band around it. So you'll need screwdrivers or pliers to kind of yank and pull and then go work the other side and kind of just keep going back and forth. All right, the strap is off. The broken one is off. This is the one that's torn. But I learned something kind of important. You got to be careful when you're yanking with pliers. They have kind of sharp jaws. And I don't know if I caused that or if there was already a little crack in it. But when I put the new one on, I'm going to be a little bit more careful about how I pull on it. The other thing is I could have just cut this off to begin with, but I wanted to take it off by stretching it just to get some tips on how I'm going to stretch the new one over. And it's probably good that I did it. Okay, here's the new one. I bought it for $5, either from Thule or from eTrailer or other people, Amazon. Usually they all sell them for the same price, $5. So on other racks, you can actually slide the whole assembly off. So you just click this thing in, but I'm gonna take it off this plastic base here and just stretch it over because that other base is still on the assembly since I can't take it off. It's not too hard even using without pliers. This part that goes over that nub gives you something to yank on and to stretch it out. And then you can grab on this side to kind of stretch the other way. So I'm like kind of halfway over. So it's not too bad. You won't need pliers or anything super strong to help you get it over. So now it's all the way over. So all I have to do is put it over that little nub and I'm good to go. And in fact, now that I'm using this technique, I realize that I don't even have to take off the end cap since there's nothing sliding off. So it'll be even easier next time. Now, the only hassle will be if you have to replace the strap on the fourth one. You have to do that multiple times, getting over all of the assemblies to get there. But it's doable, and it'll just take a little longer. All right, and that's it. It's a little bit of a pain to get this on. I had to kind of use the needle nose pliers or screwdriver to kind of jam it behind here so it fits behind it, but that's not that hard. So anyway, it's done. I'm ready to go. And I bought some extras because I can already tell some of these other straps are a little worn, and it'll probably happen sooner or later. And this is a hitch rack. But I think it applies to any of the Thule racks that have a little rivet underneath that will prevent you from just easily sliding off the whole assembly. All right, good luck.